And what do we have in the third garage door? The Ford Fusion. Good morning. We are heading out today, just really close by, to pick up the new vehicle. Not quite sure. My dad's helping me drive over there. I don't know if we're going to take my RS7 or that's the Ford Flex or the Fusion, but we're gonna head over there. We're not going down to the actual dealership because due to the current global situation, dealerships are pretty much shut down. My sales guy coincidentally lives very close to my parents' house, so we're just gonna go over there. They had the vehicle brought up, and we'll just take it. Everything's been digitally done. It'll be remote and taking all the necessary precautions. But I'm pretty excited actually for this vehicle, and I'll go into a little bit more in depth once I pick it up regarding why I chose it, walk you guys through it, show you guys what the options I added onto it were. I wish I could have a 3-car garage like this, like my parents do. Not that they truly really use it. If you guys have followed me for a long time ago, when I first graduated college, remember the i8 used to sit, actually wait, the i8 would sit in here, and actually the Mustang too at one point, and the S4. After I graduated college, I had a moderate amount of student loans, nothing catastrophic, but my parents were just like, move home, pay off your loans, and then you can move on. So I didn't have to spend money on rent and on paying off student loans. So I moved home briefly. Thank you to my parents, very appreciative. But we had moved up to this newer house. I grew up in a smaller house in Livonia, but this used to be the home for the Mustang, the i8, and the S4. And now we've got Fusion, RS7, and Flex, and my dad, who is an engineer at Ford. And yeah, and you're gonna be wearing a Ford hat, and we're gonna drive a Ford vehicle to go pick up my not Ford. Say hello to my dad. This Fusion actually has been great. This is my dad's, I think, second Fusion. He ordered this refreshed body style when it first arrived, and it's a base, like a Fusion SE with the EcoBoost engine. The first one had the 2.5 i4, and then the Flex here it's taken us to Florida. We usually drive down there as a family for vacation, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 times. It has well over 100,000 miles. It's probably at 160,000 miles or something. My mom usually drives it, but I mean, it fits a ton of, oh, it's locked, never mind, I don't know the key. Fits so much stuff in it. It's been a good vehicle. My mother definitely needs a replacement at some point. Yes.
44 miles, empty.
What? This thing has 110,000 miles on it already?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And this is the old, this is Sync 2? Sync 2. And look, there's a picture of me and my brothers. He is now 6'4". When I was a little kid, you had a 2003 Ford Taurus, right? Was it 03?
Yes.
Yeah, that silver Ford Taurus. I drove that in high school for a little bit. We also had a Mercury Villager minivan. Those were good times.
96.
Wait, no, it was a 99. We got a second minivan. Remember the second? Yeah.
The first one was 96.
Yeah, we had 2 Mercury Villager minivans. I had that in high school. It wasn't exciting in any capacity. There is a 458 coupe just chilling over there. Hello. What are you doing in Commerce Township? Nice. There it is. Back at my parents' place, and here is my new vehicle. A 2020 Ram 1500 Laramie. Here's the plan. I will talk about why I chose to get a Ram, and then we'll do a quick walk around showing you guys the features, the options I picked on this vehicle, because I did configure this truck at the dealership and had it special ordered because we couldn't find one that matched what I wanted. So why in the world am I replacing an Audi RS7 sitting right there in the garage with a Ram 1500? And you would be correct in assuming that it is a completely different vehicle. It is quite a significant change. Here is the explanation. At its core, it's a daily driver. This vehicle sits as a daily driver and a practical vehicle, a film vehicle too. So my RS7, I chose that because it consolidated a Audi S4 B8.5 and my R8 V10 into one car that provided performance, looks, luxury, prestige, all of that into one package. And it's a brilliant daily driver. But it's a little bit overkill. I'll be honest, I don't use 560 horsepower every single day. It's amazingly fast, amazingly comfortable, but also amazingly expensive, both to purchase and to own. And that again, it ties up a significant amount of money for me where I can't get a sports car, and it makes it a little less responsible to add other vehicles. So I miss having options. So back when I had my S4 and my R8, I could pick between, and they were more dedicated to their purposes. I think I want to go back to that model. So the truck, a Ram 1500 Laramie, is an excellent just daily driver. Living in America, in Michigan and the suburbs of Chicago, we have a lot more space. Parking lots are bigger. Garages have more space. The roads are wider. And I mean, gas isn't that expensive here. If I lived in Europe, there'd be zero chance I get something like this. Obviously, even in Asia too. In China, when I see somebody driving around in like a imported F-150 Raptor, I'm like, where do you even put that? It's wider than a normal lane. Anyways, in America, where I live, this is going to be great. And I spent a good amount of time with various Rams, from a Rebel to a Laramie to a Limited. And I really like the functionality of a truck. Fast, if you go back, rewind, I don't know, 2-3 years, I'd be the last person in the world who would pick up a truck. I'd be like, nope, I want my luxury performance sedan, and I want my supercar, and I want my this, and I want my that, and I'm going to buy this. And now, perspectives change. You evolve and you grow. And I've discovered that this fits quite well. So a couple more points to wrap up why I chose a truck itself. A truck, I don't need to worry about road conditions as much. Potholes, crappy roads, whatever, it's fine. The RS7 is low profile tires, air suspension. It gets abused, and I almost feel bad for it. Because remember, for those of you that don't live in the Midwest and Michigan, our roads approximate the surface of the moon. They are so abysmal. I have bent 2 wheels on that car, destroyed 1 tire because I hit a pothole at 7 miles an hour that I didn't see because underneath the car in the corner turning, and it damaged the sidewall to buy a new tire. And it sucks because it's 30 profile. The sidewall is 30. It's like a rubber band around your wheel, and that's not ideal. This truck is on 22s, but it has bigger tires, and I really want to go down. I could go to a more normal wheel and tire setup. Regardless, less worry in terms of daily driving. 2, practicality and space. I mean, it's a truck. It's huge. The pickup bed in the back, I can put Pelican cases, tripod sliders, a lot of gear. The RS7 is extremely practical for a vehicle of its segment. Has a huge hatch, a lot of space. You put the seats down. It's great for filming, and that's partially why I chose it. It worked out well for the time being. Air suspension, so it rides smooth. We would literally have like the tripod in the back or the slider with a camera, and sometimes a person, or sometimes just on its own, or like Colin would be in the trunk holding the camera, panning it, whatever. It was good for filming. But what I do when YouTube on the weekends and the evenings when I'm filming can be a little bit abusive. Sometimes you end up in non-ideal road surfaces. There's gravel on the road sometimes. Sometimes you're throwing cases and tripods, and like you have to be very careful not to scratch it, or it's not quite a utility vehicle. It's a very expensive luxury car, and to me, it stands as a very expensive thing that I own. So the truck serves that dual purpose. It has air suspension. It has a bed in the back. Let's jump on now. We'll continue kind of weaving everything in. So this is a 2020 Ram 1500 Laramie, and I optioned it with very specific things in mind. Air suspension was an absolute must. It has the adjustable height air suspension, but it also helps it ride a lot better. So that immediately ruled out a couple of the competitors. I thought about a Raptor, but it doesn't ride anywhere near as smooth, and I want this to be able to do nice rolling chase shots. So in the back, we can open up the pickup bed, and actually we tested this when we filmed the S63 AMG. We move the tonneau cover up, and that little window in the back there opens, put a tripod there, and then you can film nice roller shots with the car behind. Imagine those garbage bins are another vehicle, and the truck here, camera pointing back, out the back, and you get nice roller shots. I also have this giant, robust triple suction mount that I like to start mounting. I'm gonna try either mounting it on the back, on the side right here with a camera for like a corner B-roll shot. And then while you're doing that, you can have tripods, sliders, Pelican cases, whatever you need in the back of the truck. Then we open the back, which is huge because I got the full-size cabin, space for everything else. The seats will also fold down for more, where's the thing here? We pull that, oh, that middle one folds down. Where's the other one? I'm still figuring out everything. I just FaceTime my friend Andrew because I'm an idiot. They don't fold down, they fold up. So there, more practicality. Camera gear back here. You guys should see, I don't know if I've shown on video before, sometimes when we're filming the stuff, we just have like 2 backpacks piled in the front seat of the RS7, like bags for the slider and tripod and a Pelican case kind of with the seats folded down, and it's like I almost feel bad subjecting the fancy quilted leather of a 6-figure luxury sedan to that. So utility of the truck is, I mean, I don't need to explain that, that's what trucks are for. Now, obviously, this is not going to provide the same level of driving engagement in any capacity or performance. That is not the point of it. It was supposed to be a more affordable option that is the practical choice. And I know people are going to probably complain like, oh, why didn't you just get a Grand Cherokee SRT or something, blah, blah, blah. You don't tow or you don't haul, and that's true. But the way these things leased out in the deal I was able to get on this truck made it a no-brainer. Like, you can pick up the sticker of this thing, I'll show you the window sticker in a second, was almost $70,000, and my lease price ends up being just over $550 a month with nothing down, 3-year, 12,000 miles a year, which is similar. I have a couple other friends who've also they were able to do an employee discount, but regardless, the rebates on these things and the residual and how everything works out ends up making them a really good deal. But back to the tour. So we have the panoramic sunroof, the dual pane, which looks really nice. Let me just grab the window sticker, which is hiding somewhere down in here. The base price of a 2020 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 is just under 47 grand. I put on the Pearl Tri-Coat paint, which I'm looking forward to seeing in the sun because it looks awesome. Advanced safety, so adaptive cruise control, lane keep, brake assist, all that stuff. The bed utility, so we get the step and the bed liner and the lights. Night edition, so we get blacked out exterior badging, the blacked out grille. We got 22-inch wheels, which look pretty cool. Also blacked out, you see the badges, the grille. That is part of Night Edition. I didn't want the chrome badges. There's shouldn't be much chrome on this truck at all. And then we have Laramie Level 2, which is a lot of the tech and luxury. Heated second row seats, the Harman Kardon sound system, and then upgraded 12-inch touchscreen. That is towards the Uconnect, that's 1400. Air suspension, I mentioned at the beginning, absolutely critical, 1800, upgraded fuel tank, 33 gallon, blah, 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 power running boards, sunroof, and it has the Hemi e-torque engine. So, I technically have a hybrid truck, technically. 5.7 liter naturally aspirated Hemi V8. So there we go, the 5.7 liter Hemi V8, and look at that, e-torque. So, e-torque is available on both the base V6 and also this Hemi. It was a slight upgrade cost-wise, but the rebates ended up working out where it worked out fine. I'm like, I'll take it. Marginal increases in fuel economy because it improves the stop-start ability and is essentially a torque fill, helpful when you're towing. 48 volt, I believe it's a 48 volt system, but more and more vehicles are going to get things like that. But I can say, technically, I do have a hybrid truck. It's not going to run in pure electric mode, really, but like the way you would expect something like my i8 or Prius to do. Regardless, so that was one of the options. So at the end of the day, this truck had almost a $70,000 sticker price, and the monthly payment for the lease is just over $550 a month, nothing down, which I'm happy with. As the way I do cars and I approach things, I'm always going to have a monthly payment. I'm fine with that. And when you lease something, because I keep cars such short term, it helps from a tax standpoint because I'm only paying tax on the lease amount, not the entire price. Like my RS7 paid sales tax immediately on the entire $75,000 purchase price. Now, when I lease something like this, I'm not paying sales tax on 70 grand. That helps, and then the fact that I'm not going to keep it long. After 3 years, I'm going to trade it in and probably get it something else. That's just how it works. So if you're thinking about leasing versus buying, you have to consider those factors. I did briefly think about that 0% for 84-month financing and just selling it, but I lost out on a lot of the rebates. So if you lease, you get all these rebates stacked on. If you finance and buy through Chrysler, you lost out on some of those. So it didn't quite work out for me. I'm like, I'll just lease it. Works for me. And I really want to emphasize how I'm not losing out in terms of luxury and tech. So we have this huge 12-inch Uconnect touchscreen, adjustable height air suspension. We have heated and cooled seats and a heated steering wheel. The surround view camera, you can click that right now, or the bed's open, so that's why it looks like that. But surround view camera sitting in the driveway. 4-wheel drive. I mean, it has all the things. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging in the middle, huge amounts of practicality. It is a very, very nice truck. And I admit, I fell in love with these after, not fell in love, I started really, really liking these after spending some time in a variety of them, started thinking, do I need a pickup truck? And apparently I decided I do. So I made a decision to order one. The RS7 going away is unfortunate. I'm sad. Took a lot of thinking about, but I'll do actually the full explanation of that in my I'm selling an RS7 video. I'm filming 2 videos concurrently right now because in the span of these 2 days, I am both picking up this truck and also selling them, and they're kind of disparate, separate type of entities in terms of what's going on. So I'll talk about it more in the other video. Check this out. I just noticed on the window sticker it says my name. That's really cool. I'm gonna keep that. So there we go. A bit of a non-conventional vehicle delivery. I didn't actually go to the dealership today. I went to the dealership, that's gotta be almost like over a month ago. Was looking around online, searching via all the tools, trying to find one, because I had very specific things that I absolutely wanted with the truck. Air suspension, Laramie level 2, and blah, 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 blah. And we couldn't find one, so my sales guy, Chris, was just like, let's just order one. So I checked all the boxes. I told him I want this, this, and this, and this. And then I went and looked at the configurator. It was like, whoa, sticker price is almost 70 grand. Holy, that's how much the RS7 is worth. I was like, what in the world? But we ordered it. It showed up. But because of the shelter-in-place order due to the global pandemic, I was not able to take delivery of this. I was supposed to get this weeks ago, beginning of the month. But dealership sales were shut down, so I kept the RS7 a little bit longer. This just kind of sat there and waited. Now we came back, did the remote delivery, stayed far away, hand sanitizer, or the whole spiel with social distancing. But now I have the truck. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be around for a bit. I am very, very looking forward to using this to elevate the production of the videos, more rollers, more practicality for that type of thing. Ultimately, and also as a daily driver, I'm sure I'm going to learn new things about what it's like to have a truck, the frustrations of it being bigger than a parking spot and not fitting anywhere, but also some of the nice parts of having one of these things. Once we get back and things calm down, we'll do more videos with this, and you'll definitely see this thing being used in more videos to create more videos and eventually allow me to buy other things, which we'll talk about more in other videos, because I do plan on purchasing at least something else this year to add to the garage. So going back to multiple cars, which I'm very excited about and very fortunate to have that opportunity to do. So there we go, taking delivery of my new daily driver. No friends were able to come with me on this really. My dad luckily was able to help drop me off there, and that is the end of it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, look forward to future videos, comment below. Anything you'd like to see of this thing. I want to do a video showing my equipment, what I use to film videos, this being one part of it now, and like the setups we do to film some of the shots and get some of the cool content out there. Hope you guys enjoy this little walk around explaining things from me. I'm sure I'm still gonna get more questions, and I'm happy to answer them below. DM me on Instagram, email, comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.